Hey, so we're working on the cinnamon cookies, the cinnamon stars from the holiday cookie baking marathon slash hackathon that we're going to do this year. And this so far is just butter and sugar. We're making a double batch, so it's a cup of butter and 2 cups of sugar right now. I'm getting ready with the egg yolks and a little bit of milk that goes in next. Separating an egg, give the egg a good crack. Pull one side off, let the white naturally fall away, and then move the egg yolk from one shell to the other one more time, and then all set. I scraped down the bowl. I've got my 6 egg yolks here, and I'm putting those in with the butter and the sugar, kind of slowly. And in a minute, I'll get the spatula and get the last of that. And we'll let that get going a little bit. I'm going to scrape it down once before I add the milk. Adding the milk a little bit at a time. Oops. Why does everything always get so messy when you're trying to make a video of it? That is a really good question. I'm going to scrape that down again. To sift the flour in the cinnamon. And actually, we're going to put some baking powder and some salt in there too. Everything is sifted, and now we're going to add the sifted GF flour, in this case, cinnamon, salt, and baking powder into the cream mixture, and then we'll mix that up, and the dough will be ready. Here's our cinnamon dough. Actually, I would normally wrap this in saran wrap, but I'm going to wrap it up in parchment and then place it in a plastic bag because we don't have saran, and it's always good to have things you can use instead. Yesterday, we made our cinnamon cookie dough, and I wrapped it in parchment. I think you saw me do that. Now I'm going to break it into a couple pieces. I'll probably break it into thirds and start to roll it out. I took it out of the refrigerator probably 2 hours ago, and you can see it's just a little bit soft. You don't want it rock hard when you start to work with it.
I'll tape these down so that when I roll, I'm rolling on top of this.
Oh,
and so
wow.
my dough is exactly the right height.
So we're going to try that with our cinnamon cookie dough. I just want to point out, so I have sprinkled some flour down, and actually I'm using this King Arthur gluten-free stuff. And it's been going great. So far so good. I feel like it's a great one-to-one, and I feel like the flavor is no problem. I think everything's coming out tasting great, which is really important with gluten-free flours, especially with a commercial one that you can buy so easily. So I used the boards, and it worked very well. It's a really good way to keep your dough uniform thickness. I'm just cutting out the cinnamon stars with my little cinnamon cookie cutter. We're using, again today, the silicone liners. Here they are. I decided to be a little silly and kind of turn them into more like starfish stars. I don't know why. Just decided that would be fun to do, and you just really need to push them over each of the points on the stars just a little bit. I kind of went all the same direction, just for fun, something a little fun and different. Hey, and here they are out of the oven. I'm going to let them cool for just a minute. These cinnamon cookies, I've always felt like they get just the tiniest bit brown on the edges, and then you know they're done. And I think the starfish effect is kind of cute. Let's just check one to see if they're done. These are kind of warm, but there you go. Perfect on the bottom. We'll let those cool a little more before I take them all off. The little starfish cookies. I love them. These are one of my favorites, but I say that about all